also to introduce yourself so we can know each other. We are going to work together in the coming weeks, and I'm very happy to have you here with me to study a project from scratch and complete it together. So my name is Hani Ismail. I am civil engineer. I'm graduated from civil department 2003. I worked at site engineer something like 2 years. Then I started my career as a planning engineer till date. I got my PMP certificate in 2010, and I have also master degree from Liverpool in online degree in 2016. So I believe that I have some good experience in planning. I don't consider planning as something I'm doing for living. It is also my hobby. So I love teaching planning, learning something new in the planning, trying to improve my skills by doing some tips and tricks how to make more in less time. So this is my main background. I mainly worked in Saudi Arabia and UAE and Egypt. These are the three countries I have worked for. However, since I am actively in the social media, I have been involved in large scale projects. Rather than being a full-time employer, I was doing some freelancing jobs in planning, so I have some experience in other projects as well. Okay, so let me give you one thing, and I need you to be a little bit patient with me. I wanted this workshop to be very special, to be honest. I would like to make it a very simple workshop, however, it is very effective. So my purpose, although I have too many courses in my website, but I created this workshop because I would like to summarize all what I have learned so far and introduce it to you in a very simple way and very effective way, and telling you why you are doing each step in our workshop. Not only why we are doing it, I'm not telling you only steps. I would like you to deeply understand why you are doing it. Because if you understood the reason behind doing our planning tasks, you will be definitely doing it in the proper way. So first thing we need to think about it is to store our data in a database friendly way. Why? Because we can reuse this data too many times. So whenever you store your project data in a database friendly ways, and we will go through it in details, you can then use it in Excel, you can use it in Primavera, you can use it in Power BI, you can use it in whatever source you would like to use it. Same data, reuse it in different shapes. Our purpose or our today lecture is about the BOQ, bill of quantity. Why we need to read the bill of quantity? This is the first question. We need to read the bill of quantity in order to have the first impression or the first look to our project and to understand what is our scope of work. So in order to understand our scope of work, we need to quantify our scope of work in a way that we can use later on in Primavera, we can use it in our scheduling tasks and so on. So the first thing I'm doing when I'm creating a new time schedule, the first thing is starting reading the bill of quantity. And from this reading of the bill of quantity, I will have to create some sections. The first section is questions. I don't know the answer of it. So, and these questions could be related to structural element, could be related to electrical element, could be related to mechanical element. So I make three different sheets for the questions. One for the construction, structural, I mean the civil part, one for the electrical part, one for mechanical part. And the fourth section is my questions related to managerial level. What I mean by managerial level, this question I'd like to ask the project manager. Like if we have different areas, are we going to divide the project into zones? Are we going to divide the project into areas and so on? This kind of question, managerial question, I need an answer from the project manager. Before starting any project, you need to ask yourself one important question. What is the time you have to complete this task? If you have a plenty of time, you don't have a problem, then you can take your time and do all the planning tasks in a proper way, 100% with no issues. However, most of the cases, you will have a very limited time, like the consultant or the client will impose a duration for you to complete the project. They might need a master schedule, then a detailed schedule. Normally, the master schedule should be submitted within 14 days from the project award date. Hopefully, if you are hired in the first day of the project start date, so you have 2 weeks to get the master schedule. And the detailed schedule, which should include the costs and resources. In most cases, it will not exceed 30 to 40 days to finish it. So you need to put in your head that you have a limited time to finish your task. You cannot take more than this time, otherwise first impression for you as a planning engineer will not be very good. Okay, that's why I would like to read first the bill of quantity to create these sheets or questions. So immediately I can send these questions to the relevant department to get their feedback. In the meantime, I'm creating the other components of the time schedule. What are the components of time schedule? The components of time schedule in our planning package will be cost and resource loading sheet, will be the time schedule, will be cash flow, will be the manpower histogram or something like this. So the biggest and the time consuming part is creating cost and resource loading. So let's go start directly. We have here a project. I did not share with you the drawings yet, okay? Because my first step I prefer is to work with the bill of quantity. However, I would like to open just one drawing. I'll share my screen. And here, I would like to show you the project we are going to create from scratch. It is a hospital, okay? It has different floors and it has all the activities we'll create starting from excavation, foundation. We will go through the bill of quantity right now, but this is our project, okay? Now, all I need from you is to have a look. If you have a 3D model of your project, just take a look. Know what does the project consist of. Then we'll go directly to the second step. The second step, I'll close this one now. The second step is to go to the bill of quantity. From the bill of quantity, because it has too much information in a quantitative order, it will be very nice, very good source of information for you. Okay. Also, I would like to explain to you that we will learn what we need to learn when we need it. For example, here we are not talking about any Excel skills. However, we will cover too many Excel skills in our course. So in that case, I would like to explain this message. Although we are talking about the bill of quantity, but this message, I need you to know what is it. Do you know what this message is standing for? This message is telling me that the Excel sheet is containing some external links. You need to update or you don't need to update. I'll make update, okay? But in this one, you need to be careful where your information is coming from. Like here, this cell is gathering from this link. Okay. Later on, I will tell you a better method to store your data. But this is a BOQ we just received from our consultant or from our client, and we would like to explore it, discuss it, and see what we can do with it. So we have here the first thing is general requirement, and we have the value here in US dollars. So general requirements, we have division 3 concrete works, division 4 masonry work, division 5 metal work. What is the meaning of division? Division is a standard naming by CSI. Okay, they say instead of different people will make different numbering, so they said, okay, let's give all the concrete work division 3. There are two systems. There are 14 division and 32 division, as I remember. But if you will see here more than 14, it means this is the biggest one. Okay, so division 3 always means for concrete work. So any concrete related BOQ items will be under division 3. Division 4 is the masonry works. Division 5 is metal works. Division 6, wood and plastic. Division 7, thermal and moisture protection. Division 8, doors and windows. Division 9, finishes work. And this is actually very nice. When we are going to create our activity ID later on, we'll use this division. It's very useful. So Division 9, Division Tile, Division 10, Division 11, Equipment, Division 12, Furniture, Division 13, Special Construction Work, 14, Conveying System, Division 21, Fire Suppression, 22, Plumbing Works, Heating and Ventilation, 23, and Building Management System, Electrical Work, Communication System, and Electronic Safety and Security Works, and Earthwork. The first information I'm getting from this table is the amount of each one. The amount of each one is very important. It will tell me where is the bulk of the work. Okay. So here, for example, I can see that the furniture is very less. So it means we're gonna have too much furniture. Okay. And here it's telling me also that we have some really good amount of conveying system because the amount is very high. Okay. Let me go back to you. I see some notes here. Okay. So this one is very nice to give you an overview of your project. This is my project. I need now to dig in and start opening item by item to start understanding it. What I'm doing two types of reading. Okay. The first one is the fast reading of the BOQ. Fast reading, I don't take any notes, I don't do anything, I just read all the BOQ without taking any notes, just to have an overall view of the project. Then, and this fast reading shouldn't take more than 1 hour, whatever the size of your project is. You just go through all the BOQ items once to understand what is the scope of work, what is the activity we might have, and just to have an overall picture of the project. So I'm going to fast read this one, okay? I'm telling you how to do it. First, I'm going to the items with the amounts. So here I can see that this is the general requirement. General requirements is the items that usually not assigned to one activity, rather it will be assigned to the project duration, unless it is very specified in the general requirement. For example here, access to the site, coordination with occupants, use of site. This gives me two information, by the way. This tells me that there are maybe some persons or some entities occupying the building. So this will be one of my first question to my project manager. Is there any problems to access the site or not? Okay, here I don't have values, so I don't care about it now. Project management and coordination, they didn't put a value for it. However, construction project documentation, progress documentation, they put a value for it, and this will be distributed in the project overall duration. Submittal procedures, okay, this is the submittal for the project, but here, what it means submittal procedures? Procedures, it means that is it a plan that will be submitted one time before the project and get approval, then that's it. Because the amount here is very less. It is $4,000 only. I don't think this submittal procedure is shop drawing submittal, shop drawing approval, material submittal, material approval, and so on. So I think this one of my question. So let's agree about something. What I do, I make a color coding here. I'll make this one color code this question for BM. And this one, another color like this one will be question for civil. And this one, let's give it another color. Let's make different color. Question for electrical. This one, I'll make it with another color also. Let's take this one. Okay, one quick tip in the Excel, if you'd like to let the Excel fits the cells you are writing on it, just select whatever you want. If you want to auto fit the row, double click here. If you want to auto fit the column, double click here. So this question for mechanical. And let's make one last color for electrical, mechanical. And let's go now and see what we'll need. In my opinion, okay, this could be a question for me. So this question for BM, I'll make it here. I'll make a question for BM here. Because this I need to ask the BM. Now, going further, that submittal procedures is also for BM. I would like to ask the PM for what they mean by submittal procedures. I see some comment here. I don't know if something is not. Okay. Okay. Safety requirements. Okay, normal security procedures, normal security safety requirements. It's a requirement for your safety. You're making barriers, you're making this warning tapes and so on. Security procedures also the same. And if you have some meetings, some security procedures, this is important. This is normal. Quality control, no problem for it. Temporary utilities, okay. This is temporary utilities like the offices and so on. Construction facilities, temporary construction is okay. Construction aids, vehicle access and parking. Client engineer vehicle, there's no value for it. They removed it for some reason. Temporary barriers, temporary controls, project identifications. I don't know what is project identification. Maybe it is a signboard. So I'm going to fill this one as one of the questions I'm going to ask the PM. Mobilization, well known, acceptance of condition, nothing. Field engineering, okay, demobilization, okay. Progress cleaning, cleaning, it is a less amount, but it's okay. Site maintenance, okay. Construction waste management and disposable. This one to clean the site, but they are making it to. They are very interesting in the cleaning. By the way, they make it for subcategories. Close out requirements understood. Close out submittals, operation and maintenance data, final site survey, bonds, warranties, project record documents, spare parts. Spare parts, I have here one separate for it. So this one, I would like to ask my electrical and mechanical engineers. Because spare parts usually is part of the material itself. Like here, if we are getting AC, if we have AC, then we should provide, according to the specs, let's say 3 or 4 more filters. They will be spare parts. So I would like to know the spare parts here, what they mean by it, and why it has very less amount. $23,000 is nothing for the spare parts, especially if it is required for ceramic tiles. Sometimes they require spare parts for marble. I don't know. So I need to have more information about this one. So I'm going to ask civil, and I'm going to make here all of this one. To be honest, I need all of these to ask them all. Okay, and this is the general requirements. Okay, I will go back to you to ask you if how you see this kind of reading so far. Tell me your thoughts about this one. Do you understood what I'm doing? Tell me if I am too fast, too slow. You can type in chat, you can talk, whatever you want, but someone is trying to talk. I think Engineer Omnia, but we cannot hear you.
Yes, hi, engineer. Well, I think everything is clear, but we can go a little bit faster, maybe.
Do you agree to go faster? So now let's continue to this one. This is a fast reading of the general requirements. Let's go to read now the division 3. Division 3, as we see, it is, as we said, it is the concrete work. So concrete works should be very straightforward. What we have here, don't forget to read the titles. Okay, we can here, we have A is under reinforcement steel. This is a note only. So we have here the plain concrete 100 milli thick plain concrete structure in 2 layers for 150 micron polyethylene, blah, blah, blah. So this is a plain concrete. We have here also 50 mm thick structure screed. Okay, I know that you are all experts, but do you know what is the difference between plain concrete and screed? Of course, you know, you are very smart. But I will say it. Plain concrete is under the foundation, screed is under the tiles and so on. And you will understand this one when we reach the stage we are creating activity list and so on. So this is clear for me. Reinforcement concrete for rough foundation. This is a reinforcement concrete for rough foundation, very clear. And from here, I can see the quantity. See, this is the quantity column. So we have 7,145 cubic meter of reinforced concrete of raft foundation. So this could be one question. What is the capacity of the casting concrete per day? How many cubic meter we can cast per day? Because if we can cast, let's say 200, then if we have here 200 maximum, we can cast per day. So we need for casting only 35 days because this is a huge amount. So this one need to be checked with the project manager to know how many cubic meter they need to cast. We have here the columns, the beams, clear. Cable trenches, walls, this is usually for the electrical rooms and so on. Reinforced concrete for walls, okay. Reinforced concrete for walls, different thickness. So this is all reinforced concrete for walls. Very nice, very easy. Okay, this walls also wall with different thickness reinforced concrete for this specific room. What is this clinic room? This I need to ask also. Fixed 100 reinforced retaining wall. We have metal deck slab on grade, but slab on grade is very less. This is could be one question. Why the slab on grade is only 55 meter cube? This is a question because the quantity here is very less. Also remember, this is all depend on the available time for you. If you don't have this much time, you should not go in these deep details. We have here solid slab. We have here solid slab. Okay. This is also solid slab. Fine. Flat slab. We have post tension slabs. This post tension, you all know that it has different procedures. So it is good to know that I have a post tension slab. And this could be one question also. The PM, maybe in a side talk or something, or the construction manager, all the slabs are post tension, or there are some slabs post tension and some slabs no post tension. Why? Because the flat slab or normal slab, you will do the shuttering, you will do the steel, then you will cast. But the post tension, you will do the shuttering, you will do one layer of steel, depends on the design. Then they will call the post tension company, they will do their cables, they'll make the tension, then you can complete your work. So you have different scenarios in this one. We have here some different slabs as well, S2, S3, S4, S6. I don't know what is this, but it doesn't matter. I will know. Okay, precast concrete. We have precast concrete also, but this is only wheel stopper. Wheel stopper is where it is putting to stop the cars. So, and by the way, during this stage, if I don't know anything, I just Google it. I know this wheel stopper is very simple, but I know you are too smart. So I'm going to Google wheel stopper and get the images. Then I will know what is wheel stopper is. I'm doing it myself till today. I have 20 years experience and I'm still facing some activities. I simply don't know what is it. And if I know, it's fine. If I don't know, I will mark it and I'll ask whether it is civil engineer, electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, or the PM. Precast concrete panel to match for the elevation. Okay, so we have, I think, some design in the elevation which requires some kind of precast concrete. This would be one of my questions to the PM because I would like to know when it is required to be installed. Maybe the PM himself, he doesn't know at this stage of the project, but even I will start the discussion of all my questions until I clear them all. Okay, then we have sealant. Okay, it's nothing. Expansion joint, filler, nothing. Pipe sleeves. Okay, it's nothing. This is only the remaining of these items. Okay, I'm going back to you now to see what you feel about Division 3 so far. Division 3 was easy or not easy, or it require more clarification for you? Easy. Okay, first feedback. Okay, very good. Let's go to Division 4, since it is easy. Division 4, my favorite. I'll close this one. Then I'll go to Division 4. Division 4. Now, this is the masonry units. Masonry units is usually the different thickness. This is one tip. Different thickness will be in different places. Okay. One of the common mistakes planning engineer will do, he will talk all these ones and just put it distributed equally or by percentage or whatever and put it on all floors. Then later on the discussion will start when you are updating your schedule. You will ask your construction team to update for you, okay, what is the progress of the 190 in the third floor? They will tell you, we don't have this one in the third floor. It is only in the ground and the first. So it is important at this stage to know where these sections or these thicknesses are exist. So it is important to know, the main thing to know in the masonry units, where it is. And this is my opinion. If you have something else, you can say. And we have here ordinary solid block and hollow in courses. So nothing to say, just to know exactly where are these units. By the way, don't be too lazy to search by yourself. It doesn't mean when I mark everything I need to ask, I will ask all of them to the project team. No, this I will, first of all, I will mark them. Then I will start in the second stage trying to find myself when I'm reading the drawings. If I could find myself, fine. If I could not find, then I will ask. So I have to do my exercise completely before asking anyone. Okay. Now we'll go to division 5. Division 5, little bit tricky because the metalworks. Okay, metalworks also like the masonry little bit. You need to know the location of each item you have. Because later on when we are going to create our activity list and divide it by floor and so on, it will not be easy to or not be good to have all items in all floors. It will not be good at all. You need to know where it is. Even if you cannot do the quantity surveying 100% correct, and you are going to take some percentage to distribute the quantity of the elements into the floors, but at least don't put anything in a floor or an area it does not exist. If you have some discrepancies in the quantities, it can be acceptable. But if you put some item not exist, then I think it will be a problem. So here we have supply and installation of structural steel for entrances. So here we have the entrances covers. So we should know where it is. And the quantity is not big anyway. So since once we go to the second section, which is reading the drawings, we should see where are the entrances in which floors, then we can distribute this one into the relevant floor. Structural steel support, including finishes, accessories. Talking about here louvers, I think, for work elevation. As per drawing number, this one. So this is important. So you need to go to this drawing number, just take a look at it and see what it says. Architectural, here we have guardrail. What is guardrail? Simply do like this. Kind of fence. Sometimes they are putting it not to hit the walls or in the parking. But this is how you can know what is it. Now, a steel guard rail for a stair consists of painted milled steel pipe, rail, and polyester 40 mm. Okay, so this is for the stairs. Steel guard layers for level 16. This is important because this is specifically in level 16. Okay, wall brackets, steel wall brackets and painted mild steel rail. This also we need to know where it is according to the section number. Of course, in this workshop, I'm not going to do the physical investigation, but I'm telling you, if you would like to investigate each and every single piece of your project, you can do it if you have time. If you don't have time, then you might not go in these deep details. Stainless steel pipes, rail with glasses. This is stainless steel pipe. Roof hatch, of course, is in the roof. Steel grating, okay. Metal nosing, this is for stairs. Metal deck. If you don't know where it is, what it's doing, just highlight it. Then later on, you'll know where is this metal deck and what is the floor it is existing. Steel structure. Now, this is important because steel structure normally it is for something. Steel structure including support cables, steel columns, steel beams, fixing bolts, anchors, welding, blah, 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 required to complete the work. Its best shape as per design, drawing, technical specification. It doesn't tell me anything. Here, it is level 17. So at least I know that I have some steel structure in level 17. And this one in the roof area, steel structure in the roof area. Steel structure to suit upper roof area. So I have a roof, I have an upper roof. Suit ramp, we have here ramp in the helipad area. So I have here another area also. So, and I keep reading these all metal works, metal cladding. I have here metal cladding for composite aluminum panel. Aluminum panel, composite aluminum panel. How it look like? Very simple. Go to this one and search it. This is the cladding for the facade. Like this, you can see it like this. This building, they put it in the facade in the building. Ladders. This is in the stairs. A steel platform. Okay, this is a steel platform to suit room number L5. L5, I believe it is in level 5, means floor 5. We'll know exactly later on. And that's it. This is a fast reading of division number 5. Let me go back to you and ask you how you think so far. I'm reading something from the moon, or it is clear for you? Okay, I know. Very good. Very good. I know it might be not very interesting so far, okay, but the power of the planning will come now. I'm not doing this one in order to read it only. What I need to do it as if you remember at the beginning of this session, I said that we need to have and to store all our data in a database friendly way, okay? So here, let's go back. I'm sharing my screen, right? Yes. Starting from division 6, I will tell you usually what I can with BOQ. I don't read the BOQ after the fast reading. I will combine now the fast reading with the second step is the detailed reading now. Okay, you know how I'm fast reading. We did our first divisions, 3, 4, 5. Now let's go and see if we would like to go into the detailed reading, what we will do. Okay, first of all, in this BOQ, I'll create my file, my Excel file, my first Excel file. I will call it data loading. In the data loading, this sheet will contain later on lots of information. We are going to do a lot of it. So I'm going to call this one BOQ. Okay, BOQ. What fields I have here in the BOQ? I have here the, first of all, I have the division, right? So I'll make the division number. Then this, because I have this division 6 already, I would like to combine all my data in one place, okay? Then I have here the item, scope of work, unit, quantity, rate, amount. So I'm going to copy all of these headings like this. Now, the description is not, or the scope of work is not enough for me because I need the main headings, or I call it the headings. For example, if I copy the data like this, then I will end up with something called reception counter drawing, blah, blah, blah. But what is it? Under which title? So I need the main title, which is the wood case word. So here I will add an additional column. I'll call it main title. Okay. Then I will go back. I will not start from here. I will start from general requirement. Okay, then I will simply filter this one. I think from the rate will be better. I will copy all of these ones. And now I'm starting generating my database. I will bypass the amount by a calculation. But before doing this, I'm going to convert this one to a table. To do it, Control T is important. Now the Excel will understand this is a table. And this table, it should has a name. So I will name it BOQ. Okay, now this is all under revision 2. So I can make this 2, double click. Okay. I will make the amount a formula. So it is the same. Okay. Then I will make this one format cells and I'll make it number with separator. Make one decimal. So it will be easy for me. Now here, I'm going data clear. Okay. I want now to put the main headings for each items I have used. So this one, the first thing I have here is the use of the site. The use of the site is under what? Under the work restrictions. So I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to paste it here. Work restrictions. Then the second one I have here is the administrative requirements. So I'm going to copy this one. And until I reach it here, the security procedures. I'll paste it here, 1, 2, 3. Then I'll tell here security procedures. Okay. Then I have here quality requirements. Quality requirements. I'm going to paste it here. Up to when? Up to quality control. Oh, it is one only, quality control. Okay. Then the temporary facilities control, I'm going to copy it and it will work until project identification. It will work here until project identification. Okay. Now, examination and preparation, this one, it will take unto demobilization. 1, 2, 3. I'll give you one more, one smarter way, but I need to do it in the hard way first in front of you. Then later on, when we use the smart way, you will know it. Okay, now progress cleaning. This is the hard way, and it is really hard for me to do it like this, but I have to do it in order to not to give you a shock at the beginning. So progress cleaning, we have here progress cleaning until final cleaning, I think. Okay, Closeout requirement. This is under closeout procedures. So you might ask yourself, Hani, what you are doing, Yani? Yani, you are repeating yourself. No, I'm not repeating myself. Close out procedure. You will know in a minute. A moment. Just give me a moment. This close out requirement is one only. Here. Close out submittals. This is until everything. Okay. Okay. If you remember, we have here selected some questions for the PM. So here, I can add code. Which, okay. Then I have here coordination, and I can make filter by color. This one, so this one, coordination, this submittal procedure, coordination. I'm very bad in the hard way, so forgive me. This has nothing. Submittal procedures. Submittal procedures, I can make a question to PM. Okay. Then project identification, it's also PM, project identification, PM. Spare parts, also PM. Spare parts, also PM. Then we can filter the other one, clear filter. What we have here for electrical, for example, what we say here. The spare parts, let's say spare parts, PM, electrical, mechanical. Okay, now I did division 2. Okay, what is the use of it? I have it here. Why I did it like this? Too many reasons. First reason, I can make a pivot table now in the new sheet. Okay. Let's take this one, questions. And from this one, I can make the division number. I put it here. This is called pivot table. Don't panic. We will work a lot with it. Okay. So if you don't know anything about it, don't panic. Just think about it. It is like columns. You arrange the columns in the way you want. Where is these columns? These are the columns. We are arranging it in a way we would like to. Okay. So here we put the division. Okay. Then under the division, we put the main title. Then we will put the scope of work. I can click and drag here. Okay. So I have here now my own BOQ. Let's say this, as you can see, I can close this one. I can open it. I can summarize it. I can do whatever I want. So I can put the quantity also here. But let's say I would like the quantity to be besides this one. I don't want it to be underneath. So what I'm going to do is field settings, subtotals none, and show items labels in tabular form. Okay, so this is a quantity. Then I'll put the rate. Okay, same I'll do with the rate because I don't want it to be underneath the quantity from field settings. I don't need subtotals. I don't need to be in outline form. I'll show items labels in tabular form. Okay, then the amount I can make it here as a value. And from this one, I can make number format to show it as a number with 2 decimals. Now, okay, Hani, what did you do? This is the same as this? No, definitely not the same as this. This is a database format. Database format, it means I can do a lot of things with it. It is not our point of view now, but the first thing I'm checking the calculation, 1.2 million, it is here 1.2 million. So this is the first calculation. I can copy this one. just to double check the calculation of the BOQ is correct. Yes, correct. Okay. Second thing, I'm going to insert a slicer with questions, and I click OK. In this one, I'm going to filter now what a question I need to discuss with the PM. These ones. So these are the questions I would like to discuss with my PM. What about PM and electrical, mechanical? This one. What about both? This one. These all my questions. So first of all, I can do filters. I can do the slicers to make filters, and later on, I'm going to use this data. Definitely, I'm going to use it in my second stage in the resource loading and cost loading. Okay, so this is how usually I'm starting reading my bill of quantity. I'm not reading it in a way. I'm not doing anything unless I have some time. So 1 hour, okay, I can read it without doing anything. But the second step after the first reading, I have to do it like this. Okay, and then I can arrange it as I want. I can do, I can summarize it. If you remember here, we have this one. This summary sheets, which showing this message, okay, which telling me that general requirement is 1.258 million. I don't need to make a separate sheet. Simply one table, I'll put it, this one here, and that's it. All the divisions will come. We'll see now. Let's go to do division 3. Okay. And I'll go to do now, I'll close this one. I will go to division 3. What I'm going to do, I'm going to filter. I think something. I see someone is needing questions, Samuel. I will receive questions after a minute, Samuel, please. Whatever you would like to ask, you are most welcome. Okay, now we don't have too many items here. So I'll give you the second smart way or the second good thing to do when you have the no titles. Reinforced poured concrete. So what I do, reinforced poured concrete, I copy this one as a title, I paste it here, and I drag it until I find a new, here I don't think we have a new thing. We have here, okay, we have here reinforced poured concrete to B-type cement, resistant Portland. No, it is all the same main title in my opinion, unless we have here only one, this precast concrete. Now this one, this we have precast. So I just click and drag it like this, dump drag. No need to know where it is. And this one will make it the same name, just to save some time in copy and paste in second stage. Okay, now I can filter the rate, remove this one and this one. And I have here the item. Now I have item. Before I don't have item, okay, but no worries. I can copy this one. Why I don't have here? I can copy it like this. Copy and paste it here. That's why I made the main title at the end in my database, because I know that I will do this one. So I can copy paste it easily. Now I can make 3. Okay. And now I need to make the amount formula to work on the others. I did this one, then I can save here. If I get to data, refresh, now I have division 3 also. See? And it is very nice to do it. Let's say I would like to change this one to division 2 instead of 2. I can go from here, make it division 2. Division 2. I can name it also. From the summary, you have here, we have division 1. What is division? Division requirement. Okay, then I can just drag it like this until here. Here in this one, division 3 concrete works. Okay, I change this one like this. Then you can go from here, simply refresh, and then you can see division 2, division 3. And here all I can. Let me give you one tip here. Let's say you would like to highlight this one or highlight this one and give it color. So simply you can color all of them by one click. You can see like this. And if you'd like to highlight this one, let's give it one color here, one color like this, and you can save it. Now you have a really nice looking BOQ. Later on, we'll use this one. We are not creating it for fun. We'll use it definitely for something much more better or much more important. And I have here all my quantities. I have here all my units. Let's say, see the beauty of this one. Let's say I would like to click and drag this one and make it down. I can click and drag. But in order to prevent the pivot table from changing its size, so I'm going to pivot table options and remove auto fit so I can control the fittings. I can click and drag here. Let's say I would like this one to be in the top. I can click and drag it like this. So I can control it completely, not like the other sorting type. No, this is different, very flexible, and I can make it in any way I would like to do. Okay, I'm going to do quickly division 4. Then I'll come back to your question. If you have any, then we'll continue. We have here division 4. Let's do it quickly. We have here only this one, and this is concrete masonry units. I'll paste it here, drag it like this. I'll take this all. I think this is all what we have here. Okay. Copy, go to the data. Starting from here. No, not from here. From here. Now we will take this one, division 4, masonry works. If we go here, we can now division 2, division 3. If we go to data, refresh, we can see division 4 coming through. Okay, we did division 4. I'll come back to see you and to be sure that you don't have anything not clear. Tell me if you have anything confusing.
So hi Henny sir. I want to ask you, like BOQs, right? How will we know which floor the BOQ is for? Is it for ground floor or first floor?
Not now. I'm not interested now to know which floor. Now, all I need to know is to convert the BOQ from the unfriendly way database to a friendly way of my database. This is my first aim. Second aim is to have some questions if something not clear. Okay. While I'm creating the cost loading later on, I would like to have some questions to my team to ask them if they would like to give me some information about the things not clear for me to gain time, because as I said in the beginning, we don't have much time in order to create our baseline.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So at this stage, I don't care about floors. I don't care about anything. This will come when we link the activity ID or the activities to the BOQ. Now we'll start talking about floors, about everything.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, Mr. Deep. Any other questions? Yes, Mr. Samuel, please go ahead.
Good evening from Samuel Odemo, Lagos, Nigeria. Please, am I audible enough?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Let me first appreciate Annie. I really want to thank you for creating this platform and bringing in all planning professionals together. Thank you so much. So my question is from the pivot table that you created to be able to collate the database and to give a very nice view. My concern is the first database that you created and the column that you named question and you had to put PM and what was the essence of that? And I think that's what brought the aspect of the slicer that you also put in the pivot table as well. I want to understand. You didn't duplicate PM and the others in the rest of the rows in that particular pivot table. And could there be a reason for that, or the question for the PM, is it just for that particular line item?
Okay, it is just for demonstration. I didn't do anything for real. I'm just telling you, we might ask the PM for this question, we might ask for this question. But here, the question, you are talking about this field, right?
Yes, that particular one.
Yeah, if you have something not clear and you would like to ask the PM, run the PM here. Why? Because later on, you can filter the question related to PM. You can filter related question to the electrical, mechanical, whatever you want.
Okay.
And if I have questions for BM, okay, what I will do, I'll create BM and BM will share it with anyone. And I'll open it, that's it. And I print this one, I'll go to a small meeting with him, asking him or her, I have this question, could you please clarify for me? Then I'll type my notes and that's it. Let's say we have here one electrical here and one mechanical here, okay? And I would like to have a meeting with the electrical engineer. I'm going to refresh my data. Now I need the electrical engineer. So I select the electrical and the electrical here. This is a question related to the electrical engineer. I'll go to discuss with him what are these items, how to do this, how to do that, like this.
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear. Thanks.
Okay. I believe that we can continue now. Okay. Going back to our BOQ, division 4, we completed it. Okay, so fine. Division 5, building our database is very important step, to be honest. Here, I'd like to have the first titles, main titles. First, we need to make it, so I'll paste it here. This is structural steel for entrance canopies. Okay, so this one related to this one. Guardrail, I can copy it here. Guardrails, I'll copy it here. Okay. Stainless steel rail pipes. I'll put it here. See now, this is if I didn't use the main title, okay? What I will have in my database, I will have galvanized roof hatch, including steel, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes they are not mentioning the title in the description of the item. So I will end up with galvanized steel section, this size by this size. And I don't know what is it. So it is very important to have the main title as well. Steel gratings, okay, metal nosing, metal deck. I'll put it here. Now I have a steel structure. See, a steel structure, I can put it here all related to this one. Here also steel structure, I believe. Metal cladding related to this one. Roof hatch related to this one. Ladder related to this one. To be honest, the most boring step in my work is this one. Whenever I finish the data loading, I feel very excited because I now can do my magic. But this one, unfortunately, there is no AI so far. We can use it. We need to use our human being intelligence to do it. So bear with me. I know maybe it is boring, but it is also a good way to understand your project. It is a good way to know which activities you have. Here, Division 5, Metal Works. Here, Division 5, Metal Works. Double click. And we are done with Division 5. Go to Division 6. Okay, what we have here, wood case works. We'll put it here. What is division, by the way, what is division 6? Division 6 related to wood and plastic. So anything wood should be here. Normally the wooden doors, hopefully, no. The counters and so on, yes. So I have here some counters, reception counter. And believe me, you don't want to put a dummy distribution on this one. Some planning engineers, they are just putting 1% multiplied by everything, and that's it. And this will cause embarrassing later on because main reception counter, it is only one. And maybe later on you divide it by 12 floors. So you have 0.06 or 7 counter per floor. So you don't need to do this. Kitchen cabinet, yes, kitchen cabinet. We have a lot of them. We have here. Then we have another cabinet. They did not call it kitchen cabinet. So we put it here. We have miscellaneous. They put the miscellaneous here, and that's it. We can now make our magic filter like this. We can take this one. Copy, go to our database, paste it, double click, save it, going here. Okay, I have division 2, 3, 4. Let's refresh. Division 5 came here. Okay, division 6 also. Save. From time to time, don't forget to save. I see someone is trying to join us. Okay, so this is division 6. As we agreed, anything not clear in the scope of work, you don't hesitate to ask your team. Even if you are a senior planner, that doesn't matter. No one knows everything. So I meet some people where they are not willing to ask because they say, no, I not ask because they might think that I am not professional enough or something. No, ask whatever you want. Okay, so this is division 7, thermal and moisture protection course. I think we need to copy this one also here. Okay. As we said, bear with me because this is the most boring task. Underground dam proofing. Dam proofing. Do you know what is the difference between dam proofing and waterproofing? This is waterproofing. This is dam proofing. Dam proofing, usually it is a paint. Okay. Waterproofing, no, no, they call it dam proofing here. Okay, and they're using 4 mm thick waterproofing membrane. However, normally the dam proofing is a paint, or maybe they underground they make it dam proofing because it's underground. But waterproofing definitely it should be membrane. I don't think they will mix it here also. And not all consultants, the BOQ is created by a consultant, by the way, for your information. Not all consultants, they have the same standards. So you need to be flexible by understanding what they mean by the definition. It is not fixed. Rate. So that's why I'm using, see, that's why I was using filter in the quantity, not in the rate, because when I filtered in the rate, the two collection page came to me. So here I'm going to use the rate. So now I don't have the two collection column. I'm going to copy this one, paste it here, I think. Yes. Then this is division thermal. I believe I already copied it. I think I